DjGoHam here. Welcome back to the channel. Find some news, baby. Today we got a couple reminders of big things happening this week, and we've got 11 modders to talk about, including an MNMF farmer map. Oh man, let's check it out. Before we get into today's top stories, I wanted to remind you that there will be no update to the testing list or new mods being released today, as Giants are still on the Easter holiday. They're going to be back tomorrow, and speaking of tomorrow, the Precision Farming DLC will be released tomorrow on the in-game mod hub as a downloadable mod for all platforms. I will have a fully detailed video come out later today on what you can expect to see and how to prepare for it, so stay tuned for that. Also, don't forget the Farming Simulator 22 is going to be getting an update to version 1.4 tomorrow, so make sure you're updating your game, as it's going to be bringing fixes and improvements to all platforms, as well as preparing the game for precision farming and adding new equipment to the store. Giants have not said what time this update is going to be up, but my guess would be first thing tomorrow morning, so double check your game as soon as you wake up. Should say 1.4 at the top left hand corner on the main menu. If not, you need to update. That out of the way, let's jump into today's top stories. We've got Mapper's Paradise with us, who have posted this screenshot right here. So we've got the MNMF farmer map on here and Welker farms, both of which we knew about for Farm Sim 22. However, they had not officially said the Millennial farm map would be back, but oh, I'm so excited for it. However, there's a new one on here that we need to talk about. Now, they've teased the Canadian map before, but it's been months. So far back, I couldn't even find their post on it. This could be interesting, as there's no Canadian YouTube farmers that at least come to my mind, but I'm sure there's a lot of them out there. So if you know of any, drop them in the comments and let's see if we can figure this out. GB Modding has announced his first map for FS22, Attingham Park, which you're seeing right here is actually the Farm Sim 19 version, as there was a first look for it over the weekend over on Twitch. However, that streamer has locked their VOD behind a subwall, so we don't actually have any information or footage of the map itself for Farm Sim 22. However, in 19, it was super popular, released later in the game's lifespan, with a very UK-esque map atmosphere. It's got 47 fields, 13 selling points, custom gate triggers, and new crops. Once we get some solid information on the FS22 version, don't worry, I'll let you know. As for right now, we know that the map is far enough along that they're sending out first look, so we could be in the final stretch before things get really serious. Last week, 82 Studios started work on the TLX Phoenix rocket, and over the weekend, he made even more progress on a secret mod that he's been working on in the background, a Mack Superliner, the X version. This truck is going to work very similarly to the TLX, but for those of you that may prefer a branded truck, here you go. The mod is very far along and is doing very, very good right now. He's actually finished a lot of work in the past 2 live streams over the weekend, and he's getting near the end. Definitely check out those streams if you want to first look at this beast. Hispano Modding has more on their New Holland Big Baler 1290 HD with the R90 merger on the front, saying that it's going to be getting more than just a yellow version, as they've got 6 different versions. Of course, we have the standard yellow New Holland. We're going to be getting a very popular USA New Holland red and yellow, my favorite. We'll also be getting an all blue version for the New Holland that's all around with white wheels. Very nice. We're also going to be getting a case red version, as Case and New Holland are under the same umbrella company, CNH Industrial. We will also have a completely blacked out Case IH version and one with silver wheels, but not totally blacked out. Having these different versions can allow players to choose from more than just Kloss or Chrome balers to make this work easy. Oh, I love these mods. Attingham Modding's got a few things for us today, starting off with this flour mill, which has been sent off to Giants for testing for all platforms as of this morning. This production factory is going to combine diesel with one of 5 different crops. You can have wheat, barley, oats, sorghum, or corn, and it creates different amounts of byproduct in the form of flour and chaff. The modernized flour mill is a great alternative to a regular flour mill, as you do in fact get more for your money this way. The flour will be deposited like normal in pallets, and the chaff can be collected via belt system on the side. Secondly, from A-Dub today, we get a look at what looks to be some new weights, I think. As you know, some tractors come with only a mount on the front, and usually with a hitch in the middle and nothing more, so no adjustable weight or no front hydraulic. This means that this mod could allow us to customize our very own weight to work with the hitch and mount to be used with a tractor machine that only accepts that type of connection. There are a few machines that don't have weight options, Generally, it's the smaller tractors that you guys are seeing in these screenshots. This could really help you keep the front of that tractor on the ground. We don't have any information on this mod yet. He just shows off these screenshots and teases us, but I'm sure A-Dub won't keep quiet for long. PC Bueller Farms has started work on his next auger, coming with the grain bin pack after finishing the John Deere over the weekend. This is the versatile TD854. This is designed to work with older farms and keep that classic look. It also appears to be quite long as well, so we may be able to use this for longer augers and higher bins, but we'll just have to wait and see once the model's in game. If logging is your thing, you know that there are not many logging mods out there right now, and the logging community really hadn't gotten a lot of love. Well, FSG Modding are trying to change that. Today, they're here to show off an update on 8 of their mods, starting with the LT678, which we got a small log trailer for that. Secondly is their LT689, which is a little bit of a larger log trailer. We also have their log storage shed, which is going to help to store wood chips, and it even makes wood chips. That's pretty cool. We got their log bunk, which of course will hold the logs for you. A new announcement, the Class Tryon 1914 HD, which they say is a colorful new toy to match their timber jaw. Speaking of, the timber jaw is a massive attachment that will hold a lot of logs. Venturing off the path, they have their 3-point bell spike, which they say impels unsuspecting bales. For use with wood chips, I'm sure, but you could use this with any bell. It really doesn't matter. And their large metal pavilion, which proudly shelters all of the toys that we've talked about today. For more information on these mods and other ones, check out FSG, link below. That's it for the all-platform mod news. So let's jump over to PC-only mod news for a few quick updates, starting with 4D Modding, whose high-spec 5000 Trias tanker is being in-gamed right now and will likely be out in the next 2 or 3 weeks. Again, 4D Modding has not updated us on any mod for ModHub or all platforms, which is very surprising. As for their Armor Salmon HD 120 CLS bead cleaner, it has been released for PC players over on the AirAgri website, and this will clean your sugar beets and increase the value of them by 20%. Nitrodad dropped a few pics of his upcoming map, Middleburg. Here you can see a nice quiet area in the woods with a small farm and a fenced-in area for something, I'm not sure. Also, check out those tracks. Ooh, that looks so good. We've also got the DEM of the map, which shows the sheer level of detail on it. Here, the darker areas that you see are lower ground height, and the lighter areas are higher ground height. This map is so detailed that you can actually see every single field and road on the DEM map, which is definitely not always the case. This is looking really good. Elk Mtn V2 is in the works right now, and they've added alfalfa to the map, which I'm sure is going to make a lot of PC players very happy. Elk Mtn Modding have dropped a video over on their YouTube channel showing off how it works. You can find that link below. And lastly today, Hocks23 has some information on his latest mod, Southern Cross Station, which was released last week. Here's a few things that may help you out, things that he's working on right now, starting off with the foliage. Currently, foliage and trees cannot be painted. He's working on fixing that. As for the fuel point on the farm, it's currently not able to be filled nor sold. That's going to be fixed. A few of the production items have no selling points. That will be fixed. Pretty easy to do there. And the land that the production points are on will be buyable in the next update. Other than that, he's not aware of much more that needs to be fixed, at least game-breaking issues. So if you find any of those, check him out on his Facebook page, of course, and we'll leave that link below. Something else linked below are a bunch of links to stuff, but no link to the Selfaware Segway. Hang on, I think I actually timestamped this now. So there's a link to this too, so you can just keep clicking on it over and over and over again, so you can keep watching this part over and over and over. And just like every episode of Farm Sim News, links to everything that we talked about today can be found in the description link there as well. There's no release dates for mods, so myself nor anyone else knows when any mod is going to be released. And if I didn't talk about something that you want to know about, hey DJ, where's that thing? Well, simply means that there's no new information at the time of recording this video, so there's no reason to put it in here. Make sure you guys stay tuned to the channel if you want to know about stuff that I didn't talk about, because I'll talk about that stuff when it's time to talk about it, when we got stuff to talk about. Yeah. Well, guys, that is it for today. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure you drop a like on it. Get subscribed if you're new and join the DjGoHam fam. Make sure those notification bells are on as well. That way, you never miss daily farming simulator videos here on the channel. With that, hope you have a great day. We'll see you later. Peace. Buddy, I tell you what, this week is going to be busy.